I believe it was Fadeaway World, where they were basically highlighting a conversation between Vlad and Gilbert Arenas. And essentially what was happening was Vlad asked Gilbert Arenas to give his take on what Jalen Rose had to say. Imagine on what Jalen Rose had to say about the comments that Phil Jackson made. And Vlad actually reads or reiterates the comments that Phil Jackson made around the Black Lives Matter. This was around the Orlando bubble when teams were protesting. You had guys wearing different slogans on the back of their jerseys. So what we want to do is we want to play this clip for you guys. And I want you guys to listen to Vlad asking Gilbert Arenas a question. I want you guys to listen to what Gilbert Arenas had to say. So take a listen to this clip here.
I mean, what are your thoughts about Phil Jackson? He said that after the whole Black Lives Matter thing that he stopped watching the NBA. He just didn't like all the social justice imaging and everything else like that in the games. And, Jalen Rose called him out on it. Did you have an issue with that?
I didn't even hear it.
No? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, so this is what Phil Jackson said. This is why he said he stopped watching NBA games. He said they went into the lockout year and they did something that was kind of wonky. They did a bubble down in Orlando, and the teams that could qualify went down there and stayed down there. And they had these things on their backs like justice. I made a little funny thing like justice went to the basket and equal opportunity just knocked him down. So my grandkids thought that was pretty funny to play up those names. So I couldn't watch that. And he said he basically stopped watching NBA games after that.
Okay, was that... Wait. So the players had different things on their jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. Jalen Rose commented on it. He said, "You can't make this up. Hall of Fame coach, 11-time champion. Phil Jackson claims to have stopped supporting the NBA because he became too political when it went into the bubble and was catering to certain audiences by putting slogans on the back of jerseys of Black Lives Matter on the floor." He said the same Phil Jackson won a championship with some of the greatest black athletes in the history of the game. Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, Shaquille O'Neal, Kobe Bryant made millions on their backs and off their sweat equity. You're sitting there watching the game with your grandkids and y'all think it's funny when justice passes the ball to equal opportunity. When somebody shows you who they are, believe them. So he says, so stop watching forever. That's what Jalen said.
Forever?
That's what Jalen said. Yeah. To Phil Jackson. Or about Phil Jackson.
So something like that, what is the context from Phil, right? I mean, it's real, like, what is the real? I mean, we can all say, oh, that's but what is the real context? Are you mad that, politics is coming into the sport?
That's what he's saying.
Right?
That's what I think he's saying.
Yeah, so that's what I said. It all matters. It all really matters because it's easily to say, all right, Phil, is it because of black people? Is it Black Lives Matters? Or just as a hooper, you're mad that,
it says justice or equal opportunity.
But I'm just saying, are you mad that there's just politics, that the game is about politics and, is it that stance, right? You know what I mean? And that's why sometimes I ignore certain, because if I don't have the full context, like for you to be, racist to me, you have to, it has to be real racism, right? The endo outdoors and I think and guess, right? Like just give it to me flat out. And then, we keep it that way. Don't like make the comments and I'm like, was that racist or, how should I feel? It's like, if you don't like fat chicks, just say you don't like fat chicks, right? Don't be like, well, kind of big, how big? I don't want all that, right? So when it comes to like stuff like that, I just leave it alone. Let me hear the real context. What is the problem? Is it a problem that it's Black Lives Matter and this is a black social, situation? Or is it just you don't think politics should be put inside of a sport? Right? That's two different things. Like the message is giving me both. So which one is it?
So you heard what was said. Here are my thoughts. And I'm going to have a lot of fun. We may offend some people, but that's not really important because the key here is to be honest and give people your opinion. If you're getting offended, really, really offended, then it means that you're part of the problem. But anyway, so let's get into this here. Politics in sports is a very, very interesting thing. There's a school of people out there that believe that sports and politics should be separated. Right? Sports is kind of viewed as a escape from reality. You go there to watch, sporting events, to enjoy yourself and forget about all of the issues that life has, right?